Tonight, sickening acts of crowd violence cast a shameful cloud over the AFL finals. A heartbroken husband faces a teen charged over his wife's hit-run death. A car believed to be linked to William Tyrrell's disappearance seized by police. Buyers spring to action as 1,200 homes go under the hammer. And Hawthorn keeps the dream alive as the Roos bound for grand final glory.
This is 9 News with Alicia Loxley.
Good evening. A Fremantle supporter accused of hitting an off-duty female police officer last night at Subiaco has been remanded in custody. The incident has enraged the football community, not least league boss Gillon McLaughlin. Clint Stanaway has the latest.
A distressing flashpoint in the stands.
In New York, Laura Turner, 9 News.
And now with a preview of sport, here's Clint Stanaway.
Thanks very much, Alicia. Good evening. Tonight they are battered and bruised, but the Hawks won't let that get in the way of their flag dream. Although talk of a three-peat is very much under wraps.
We're better off just focusing on the grand final in isolation.
We will cross back live to Perth where the Roos are ready for their shot at history.
There's not a lot of pressure on us because no one's picked us. Especially you come over here, everyone thinks West Coast will get it done.
Can Melbourne storm into the NRL decider? The full house sign has gone up at Amy Park. Why Jason Day's grip on the world #1 ranking is already looking a bit shaky. And the Red Bulls strike trouble in Japan. We'll have that story and much more soon.
All right, look forward to it, Clint. Thank you. In the news ahead, Monash University mourns a kayaking tragedy in New Zealand. The opposition leader goes bush to win back lost ground. Prison inmates welcome a surprise visit from the Duchess of Cambridge. And top dogs fight for the title of Melbourne's Best in Show.
Emily Rice, 9 News.
Very cute. Well, Judd joins us now with the weather. And Beck, it was really grey this morning.
Yes, Alicia, today we woke up to a thick blanket of fog affecting most of the state. Visibility was less than 50 metres at Ararat and 100 at Essendon. In the west, 150 metres at Hamilton, not quite as thick in the east, with 400 metres, the lowest visibility recorded at Sale. After sunrise, it started to lift, becoming low clouds, so it was quite dreary for a bit, but thankfully the sun was warm enough to burn it off and we were left with a stunning day. From a low of 6.6, we climbed to a top of 17.9, which is when the sea breeze came in and put a stop to temperatures rising. I'll have the full forecast, including Saturday's grand final details a little later for you, Alicia.
All right, look forward to it, Beck. Thank you. When we return, the state government makes tracks to avert a grand final week train strike. The Premier's landmark agreement uniting pandas with Phillip Island. And windswept passengers survive the landing from hell. Traralgon, the victors by 30 points. A fantastic effort all the same. All right, well, sport is next with Clint Stanaway.
Thanks very much, Alicia. Up next, North Melbourne's date with destiny in Perth. Mark McGugan is there.
Clint, the Roos are bidding to make it an all-Victorian grand final. We'll hear from their skipper next.
Also tonight, a sore Luke Hodge ready to lead the Hawks to more glory. Melbourne fans turn out to the Storm to get a weekend footy fix. Plus the Red Bull that grew wings in qualifying. North Melbourne is out to make history tonight as the first team to progress to the grand final from 8th spot. Live now to Mark McGugan in Perth. Mark, against the Eagles, it'll be no simple task.
It won't, Clint. Now, the Eagles dismantled the Hawks at this very ground just a fortnight ago, and they'll start heavy favourites to do the same to North Melbourne.
And Lewis Hamilton will start that race from the front row. And Alicia, that is Saturday sport for you.
Great stuff, Clint. Thanks very much for that. Well, after the break, swimmers overcome by a chemical scare at a public pool. An inside look at the sorry state of London's Parliament House. And undercover spies blow their cover at a country town spy fest. Quitting the franchise to pursue other acting opportunities. Well, Beck returns now with the weather. And Beck, will we have more sunshine tomorrow?
Yes, we will, Alicia, and skies will stay mostly clear tonight, which means the heat from today will disappear quite quickly, dropping to 9 degrees at midnight. I'll have tomorrow's details next. And the parade reaching 23 degrees and then a very warm 26 for the grand final on Saturday. But tomorrow a cool morning with fog clearing to a sunny day, reaching a top of 19 around 2 p.m, which is when the sea breeze comes in. But Alicia, if the breeze is delayed, it could even get a little bit warmer.
Sounds lovely. All right, Beck, thank you very much. Now, before we go, here's Tara Brown with a look at tomorrow night's 60 Minutes.
Thanks, Alicia. Tomorrow night, this mother owes her life to her children.
I thought it might have been the end for the whole family.
These 5 little heroes stopped an armed intruder.
I just put him in a chokehold.
Elbowed him and disarmed him.
And saved their mum.
I think a lot of miracles happened that night.
I'm so proud of them, aren't you?
Amazingly.
That's 8:30 tomorrow night. Back to you, Alicia.
And that is 9 News for this Saturday. You can stay up to date at 9news.com.au. We'll leave you now with some of the images that made news this week. I hope you have a great evening. For now, good night.
While Grizzly won't reveal much about his expensive taste, he does have quite the appetite. Previously munching on entire chocolate cakes when on the loose.
Malcolm Turnbull's ministry for the 21st century.
The ministry has been assembled by me on merit.
There is a new #1 in golf, and for the first time, Jason Day is on top of the world.
She was very content in her life and loved and cared for her family and friends, always putting them first. She will always be remembered and missed like words here could not start to explain.